In this video, we are going to build a production-ready AI agent stack in under 60 minutes using OpenClaw, LangChain, and RAGFlow. Follow along step by step and you will have a real working agent you can deploy today. Here's the architecture. User queries come into OpenClaw, our multi-channel agent runtime. OpenClaw hands off to LangChain reasoning layer that handles tool routing, chain of thought, and output parsing. LangChain calls RAGFlow to retrieve grounded context from your internal knowledge base. And finally, the LLM generates a factual, accurate response. Clean, modular, and every single piece is free and open source. The clock starts now. First, let us set up OpenClaw, our multi-channel agent runtime. OpenClaw has over 335,000 GitHub stars and lets you run AI agents across Slack, email, web chat, and any channel you need. It ships with a powerful skill system, and that is exactly what we are building today. Head to the OpenClaw GitHub repository, copy the HTTPS clone URL, jump to your terminal, git clone https://github.com/openclaw/openclaw cd openclaw pnpm install pnpm dev. In a few seconds, the OpenClaw dashboard loads. Notice the sidebar, skills, channels, and logs. This is your control panel for the entire stack. Step 1 is done. OpenClaw is running. Next, LangChain. This is the most widely adopted AI agent framework, powering over 57% of enterprise AI applications. It handles chain of thought, tool selection, and output formatting. Open VS Code in a new project folder. Create a virtual environment, activate it, then install LangChain, LangChain OpenAI, FastAPI, and Uvicorn. Now create agentstack.py. We import our dependencies and initialize the language model. Chat OpenAI here, but swap in any local or hosted model you prefer. We add a comment marking exactly where RAGFlow plugs in, coming up next.
Now we load our internal knowledge base into RAGFlow so the agent can answer grounded, factual questions. RAGFlow goes far beyond keyword search. It actually comprehends document structure, tables, and cross-document relationships. Open the RAGFlow dashboard. Click New Knowledge Base. Name it Internal Docs KB. Now upload your documents, a product overview PDF, an API reference markdown file, and your architecture notes. RAGFlow chunks, embeds, and indexes everything automatically. Indexing completes in under a minute. Run a test query. How does our authentication flow work? RAGFlow pulls the exact answer from your docs with precise document citations. That is the retrieval quality we are working with. RAGFlow is ready. Now we wire RAGFlow into our LangChain pipeline. Back in VS Code, we write a function called retrieve from RAGFlow. It sends a post request to the RAGFlow REST API, parses the JSON response, and returns text chunks. Then we build a simple LangChain chain. User question goes in, our retriever fetches relevant context, that context is injected into the LLM prompt, and a grounded answer comes out. Let us test it live. Run python agent stack.y in the terminal. Ask it, what are the deployment requirements? Watch the answer come back. Detailed, accurate, and directly citing your architecture notes. The retrieval pipeline is live. Now we expose the entire LangChain plus RAGFlow agent to OpenClaw as a skill. This is where the architecture comes together. First, wrap the agent in a FastAPI server. A single post endpoint at /chat receives the user message, runs it through the chain, and returns JSON. Start the server with Uvicorn. In OpenClaw, go to Skills, click New Skill. Name it Docs Support Agent. Paste the URL, http://localhost8000/chat. OpenClaw shows you the exact JSON payload it will send and the response format it expects. Click Save. The skill appears as active. OpenClaw is now connected to your entire agent stack.
Let us talk to the agent through a real channel. In OpenClaw, go to Channels and select Web Chat. A clean chat widget appears labeled Docs Support Agent. Type your question. Explain our deployment architecture in simple terms. OpenClaw routes the message to our LangChain skill. LangChain calls RAGFlow, which retrieves the exact relevant sections from your architecture notes PDF. The LLM synthesizes a clean, well-formatted response with bullet points and a citation to the source document. This is a fully grounded, multi-channel AI agent. It does not hallucinate, because every answer comes directly from your knowledge base. And because it runs on OpenClaw, adding Slack, email, or any other channel takes under 5 minutes. Production-ready, multi-channel, grounded. To make this genuinely production-ready, we need error handling, fallbacks, and structured logging. Wrap the RAGFlow API call in a try-except block. If retrieval times out or fails, return a friendly fallback message instead of crashing. Always handle network failures gracefully. Now look at the OpenClaw log viewer. Every request and response is logged as clean, structured JSON. Request ID, timestamp, status, and latency. When something breaks in production, you have everything you need to trace it fast. Here's the full picture. OpenClaw gives you centralized multi-channel deployment and logging. LangChain gives you flexible orchestration and tool routing. RAGFlow gives you deep, accurate document retrieval. The entire stack is open source, free to self-host, and completely modular. You just built a complete, production-ready AI agent stack using OpenClaw, LangChain, and RAGFlow in under 1 hour. This is the foundation for a real enterprise AI assistant that actually knows your business, grounded in your own documents. If you want the full template project, the step-by-step checklist, and links to all 3 repos, hit like, subscribe, and drop Agent Stack in the comments below. Build your own AI agent stack this weekend. I will see you in the next one.